In today's episode of Ask a Recruiter, I'm going to answer the question, Ben, why have I seen the same position posted by the same company over and over and over again over the past 3, 6, 12 months? I'm going to tell you the 4 reasons why this happens and tell you which ones are good and which ones might be cause for concern. Let's go. Hi everybody, I'm Ben White with Ben Talks Talent. I've got 12 years experience in interviewing, hiring, and recruiting, and I am passionate about using my experience to help you become the best candidate possible and land your next job. In today's video, we are going to be talking about why a company might post a role over and over and over again. What is the point of this? Why does it happen? Is it good? Is it bad? All that will be answered. But before we get into the main topic of the video, do me a favor. If you are new here, take 3 seconds, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you never miss one of my free videos. And if you are not new, welcome back. Let's get into the video. Now, in a previous lifetime as a corporate recruiter, I actually did this a lot. Basically, I was always having a posting open for test engineers, software test engineers, hardware test engineers. Shout out to my test engineers. If you were a test engineer, I literally always had a rec open, and there are 4 main reasons why this happens. So I'm gonna dive into each one of those and explain the positives and negatives of both, and how you can investigate which one it is. Now, the first one is it is an evergreen rec. Now, this is a term in corporate HR and corporate talent acquisition, meaning they are always looking for this people. When I was a corporate recruiter, again, I was always looking for test engineers. If you were a test engineer and you lived within an hour of where I was, I wanted to talk to you. So whether we currently had a opening, we always had this out, right? We always had these recs out online, posted, and we are always looking for applicants. And depending on the company, they might always be hiring. So they might always need these people. So in actuality, they are real openings. However, sometimes companies are just pipelining. So pipelining is a recruiting term, meaning you want to build up a staple of these people, right? So at any given time, you've been having people apply who are, whatever this role is, in this example, test engineers. So you have a big database of test engineers interested in your company. So when you do have a role open, or you have 2 roles open, or 3 roles open, you have people you can go to immediately and say, guess what? Good news, your role is open. Are you interested? So that is the first reason why you might see a role posted over and over and over again. Now, the second reason isn't as fun as the first reason, and sometimes it's that they hired people and they didn't work out. So they hired someone, realized, okay, we thought this was going to be a fit, is not a fit, we got to get rid of this person. That is a second reason. So I can tell you from working in corporate America and working as a corporate recruiter, sometimes you would hire, people. And that first 90 days is incredibly important to figuring out, is this person going to work? And at the conclusion of those 90 days, the answer isn't always a yes. Sometimes it is a no. So when that happens, what do? That person gets let go, and then they say to you as a recruiter, hey Ben, post that role again, find me another test engineer, just to stay with the theme. So if you see a role open time and time and time again, one of the reasons it could be is because they've hired people and they do not work out. This could be cause for concern. So if you're the type of person who is looking to go work for a company and you see that they've hired the same person over and over and over again, and that person is not working out, well, what does that say about their turnover and the probability of success for you in that role? For me, this would be a cause of concern. We'll talk a little bit about how you can identify if this is happening a little bit later in the video. Now, the third reason this might happen, and it's actually pretty common, is they weren't able to identify the right person. If you have never been a recruiter, this might be surprising to you, but I can't tell you how many times I have talked to a recruiter or been that recruiter, and I have had a role that has been open for a year. Now that I'm a third-party recruiter and I help to help my clients identify the right people, I can't tell you how many times I've walked into a meeting and them said to me, Ben, this role has been open for 12 months. Ben, this role has been open for 9 months. Okay, so that is the third reason. It's been open. So instead of just posting it once and leaving it, they repost it, right? Because if you look at a role and it's been open 3 weeks, that's probably a little bit more appealing than a role that's been open for 9 months. And as you look at like search results, right? Like you're searching Indeed, you're searching LinkedIn, and you're looking for roles. Nobody's scrolling to page 10, 11, 12, 13 to look for those roles that are 9 months open. I mean, think about it from a candidate's perspective. If a role has been open for 9 months, what can you infer from that? It means they are looking for something impossible, could be the case. It is a hard environment and none of the candidates who they like are accepting the role. Or 3, the hiring manager is unreasonable and they are just continually going through people. Either way, if a role is open for 9 months, there is nothing positive you can infer from that. So the corporate recruiter, they're gonna post a role over and over again. They're not gonna let it sit out there. They're going to post it. They don't get the right person. They take it down. They post it again. So the third reason why you might see a role posted over and over and over again is they have not been able to identify the right person. Personally, that would be a cause for concern. Unless it is something incredibly niche. You are a welding engineer. You are a thin film vapor deposition engineer. You are one of these people who is incredibly hard to find. But if you see like an HR manager role and it's been open for 12 months, I cannot assume anything positive from that. To me, there is something wrong. Now, the fourth reason, and this is probably the most positive reason, is they are hiring a ton of these people. So if you are looking online, and let's just say you're a quality engineer, and you see a company has posted a role again and again and again and again, one of the things that could be happening is they could be building out a team, and that is incredibly exciting. That type of growth means there is growth and opportunity for the people who enter the organization. It means you can be part of a growing team that is building something and creating something new. It could mean a renewed focus on that area of specialty. So if you're a quality engineer, maybe the company has said, okay, enough is enough. We are going to get serious about quality. And because of that, they are hiring a ton of people. That would be a good thing. So I'm going to talk about 2 of these again. So hired someone and didn't work out, and hiring a ton. How can you find out which one of these it is? So what I would do is I would go to LinkedIn and I would go to the search bar and I would search for the company and I would search for the specific title, right? You see they've posted a title online. Look at the people who are on LinkedIn in the company, search by title, and you will see a bunch of these people. And don't do it by current people, do it by current and past. That way you can see everybody who is in the seat currently, but you can also see everybody who is in the seat and is no longer in the seat with the company. It's really interesting to see former employees of a company, because if you look at people who were employed by this company and you see a whole bunch of people with short stints there, again, it's one of those things, I personally can't reach a positive conclusion there. Either people are taking the job and realizing this is a terrible environment, or they are taking the job and the company's like, nah, you're not working out, you're out of here. That's incredibly disruptive to a person's career, to a person's resume, to a person's livelihood. That is negative. So you see like a whole bunch of people who work for a company but only a short stint and then are out. That is another bad sign. So there you have it. If you have ever wondered, why does this company post the same role over and over and over again? That is why. These are the 4 reasons. I am sure there could be a couple others. These are the main ones. When I posted a role over and over and over again, or why a posting was out there forever, this is what was happening. Good luck in your next interview. You got this.